Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video we will talk about Janazah Management.
That is a things that each of us will go through.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم كل نفس ذائقة الموت كل نفس ذائقة الموت وإنما توفون أجوركم يوم القيامة فمن زحزح عن النار وأدخل الجنة فقد فاز وما الحياة الدنيا إلا متاع الغرور.
Every soul shall taste of death, and you shall only be paid fully your reward on the resurrection day. Then whoever is removed far away from the fire and is made to enter the garden, he indeed has attained the object, and the life of this world is nothing but a provision of vanities. Surah Ali Imran. The concept of Janazah Management is to manage the Janazah in the way that is respected and glorified by the Islamic law if the Janazah is a Muslim. The things that should be done immediately after the death is the first one, washing the deceased's body. The second one, surrounding the deceased. The third one, the funeral prayer. And the last one, the burial. The law of Janazah Management is fardu kifayah for Muslims. Even it is a fardu kifayah and it's not obligatory to all the Muslims, it is good for us if we want to learn about the theory and practical on every aspect of managing a janazah.
For the shrouding and also for the ghusl, you need to prepare a few tools. For the shrouding, please prepare 3 pieces of cloth if your deceased is a male and 5 pieces of cloth if your deceased is a female. So for ghusl, please prepare an apron, a towel, disposable gloves, soap, water, and also face mask, a rubbish bin for general waste, and also a hazardous waste bin, and also a pair of scissors.
So this is our deceased. We lay him down on the table. Then we must remove his clothes. So we remove it slowly. But then we have to cover the aura. The aura is from the belly button until the knees. And this is for male and female. For female, this is in the presence of other females. So the belly button until the knees. It must be covered at all times with this thick piece. And then after that, the body of the deceased must be raised so that the water can flow to the lower part of the body. And then after that, you must remove any accessories, also our ID tags. And if there's any blood, you must pat. You must tap on the blood, remove any visible impurities, and you wash it all off with water. And then you use a new pair of gloves. You press on the stomach to expel anything from the body of the deceased, and then come out all the waste. And then you use another pair of gloves, okay? And then you wash the other parts of the body. Then you take another pair of gloves, you rub the private parts and clean it properly with water. You put soap, and then with another pair of gloves, you wash the deceased body 3 times or 5 times, 7 times, odd number. First with the head, and then the upper right side, and then the upper left side, and then the lower right side, and then the lower left side. And after that, you will go take the hair of the deceased, you comb, you wash, and then you have to braid it. If it's a female or person with long hair, then you put it at the back of the hair like that. Okay, then after that, when the deceased is done, you have to wash and dry the deceased. And then you must remember, cover the private part always. And after that, if it is a female, remember if she has menstruation or anything, or even nifas, the childbearing blood, you cover, you put padding. Let's move on with the shrouding. So for male, you have 3 pieces of cloth, and then that you must have the first layer. This is the outer layer, the lifafa, so the outer sheet. So then following is the wraparound, which is the izar. So this is the izar. Remember that the izar should be placed on top of the lifafa. So this is the wraparound. So this is the second layer. So you put it gently, and then this is the qamis. Qamis is the shirt. So you fold the piece of cloth and then you cut it into the middle so that it can form a shirt. So this is where the head will come out. So you put it on top of the izar and the lifafa, but the top half you fold it. So this folding will allow the deceased to enter into the hole easier. So you take the deceased slowly, gently. You put him on the 3 pieces of cloth and you shove his head. No, you put it through the head to the opening softly and slowly, and then you unfold it. Then only you can take away the satar, the washing cloth, everything. Now as you can see here, we're putting perfume or sandalwood on the parts of the body that sujud, the prostration, the forehead, the nose, the hands, and then the toes. And then you can proceed to the folding. You fold from the right side first, then the left side. You fold the izar over the body, and then lastly with the lifafa. So first the right side and then the left side. So then that is the process of folding. Now you want to secure the body of the deceased. So what do you take? You take 4 pieces of shroud. From the shroud itself, you cut it, and then you have to tie it. How do you tie it? You tie it above the head, below the feet, and the 2 parts in between the body of the deceased. So this is how you shroud the deceased body if it is a male. So
what is the difference regarding the shrouding for male and female deceased? For the female deceased, there are an extra 2 pieces of garments that are used for the shrouding. So the first would be the khimar. The khimar is a headscarf that is long enough to cover until above the waist. So this is sunnah. And also another part is the cloth that is used to cover the assets from the chest until the waist, also until the toes. So this is to cover the assets of the female deceased. Thank you.
Next, how to manage janazah that involve with an unexpected incident. The first incident is plane crash. First, the complete janazah, obligatory to bath and prayer for it and shrouded. Second, for a complete janazah, which means it has been destroyed, the way to manage the janazah is tayammum. Apply holy dust and prayer on body part of tayammum, which is face and hand, and then need to shroud it. Other parts of body aside tayammum part is obligatory to bath, prayer for it and shrouded. Third, the janazah burned to ash, not obligatory to bath, but can be prayed for. The way to manage mixed janazah of Muslim and non-Muslims is all janazah can be prayed for even if mixed and cannot be confirmed anymore even though the number of Muslim is less than non-Muslim. Imam Shafi'i suggests the intention of praying over the mixed janazah is, I pray over this janazah if he is a Muslim. If not be able to do a prayer at the place where it happened, can also do guide prayer. The second incident is COVID-19. The way to manage janazah is tayammum. Apply holy dust on the closed plastic wrap of the janazah after the janazah is claimed by the heirs. The process must be done by hospital staff who are wearing PPE suits. Then, short process is sufficient with cloth and plastic wrap that has been implemented by the staff of the Ministry of Health Malaysia. Prayer on janazah must be performed by the hospital staff involved only to fulfill the demands of the fardu kifayah. Funeral process is managed by hospital staff that has been trained in accordance with the procedure as prescribed by the Ministry of Health. After everything is done, all staff are required to clean themselves.
So, I'm gonna proceed with our last subtopic or our last messages in this video, which is the awareness of janazah management nowadays in today's world among Muslim nowadays. As we all know, janazah management is fardu kifayah and all of the Muslims should know about janazah management. However, people nowadays thinks that Janazah management only should be known by the Imam, Bilal and Islamic officials, but the thing is Muslims should know about how to managing the Janazah. Even though we did not do the things, but we should know about on how to managing the Janazah. However, Muslims nowadays are preferred to let hospitals and also the burial management to managing the Janazah, even though the Janazah is part of their families, because some of them are lack of knowledge about on how to managing the Janazah, and also youngsters nowadays doesn't even care to involve in this kind of management because they think that there are others that more knowledgeable in Janazah management. Hence, everyone should know that Janazah management is important in Islam, even though Janazah management is fardu kifayah, because Allah has mentioned in Holy Quran in Surah At-Tawbah verse 122. In this verse, Allah clearly states that the commandment for some Muslims to learn religious matter and teach them to the public. Learning is a commandment in Islam, so that everyone should learn about how to managing the Janazah.